Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Three Ps and Games. And in this episode, I'm just going to be quickly reviewing Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. The Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase that was held for both Switch 1 and Switch 2 games. I'm also going to be looking at the Xbox, just briefly at the Xbox financials just recently released. Now, this is Three Ps and Games. If you like video game news and industry discussions, I just post my opinions here on the video game industry and discuss what I find interesting about the industry. So if you like this kind of content, just like and subscribe. And yeah, looking forward to having more of these kind of discussions with you. So first of all, they started off this direct with Monster Hunter Stories 3. Interesting for those of you who love the franchise. I think this is a great franchise. I'm not a fan. I haven't played any of the games, so I can't really have say too much about it because I don't have an opinion about it. But the game seems to do okay. They review okay-ish. So yeah, I think many players are fans of these games and would love to continue to play. Has an interesting name as well. So what's the name again? Monster Hunter Stories 3. Twisted Reflection is the name of this game. No gameplay yet, but the cutscenes look good enough. I hoped we will see some gameplay, but yeah, Magdomalo, interesting. Yeah, but Monster Hunter 2, 3, Twisted Reflection is the name. I was really disappointed the fact that Nintendo felt they had to dumb it down for people to understand when they see two logos that it means it's coming for both platforms. Like I really didn't understand that because it's so weird. Most people really that watch showcase really can understand when something's launching on both platforms, but maybe they felt the need to clarify. They didn't do that in the previous direct, so I don't know why they felt they had to do it. Maybe there was some confusions in the previous direct, but yeah, I don't know. And they announced a new Katamari game coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Uh, yeah, it was Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch. I didn't catch the logo. Okay, Nintendo Switch alone. So um, interesting, cool. Nothing too major about it. I just played Katamari. We love Katamari, which was the remaster on PS5. I played that. Was interesting. Maybe I can try Katamari Damacy reroll again, but let's see. Then they announced Just Dance as well for Nintendo Switch. So I'm guessing they don't see the need to make a Nintendo Switch 2 edition for this as well. But it's Just Dance, Ubisoft, and they are doing what they do best, bringing their party games to Nintendo Switch. Speaking of Ubisoft, I was very confused here because they only had a couple of games here. There's so many games that Ubisoft has on the PS4 that can run on the Switch 2. A lot of the Assassin's Creed games, and I predicted that they will show here, but I'm surprised we didn't see any of them. Not even Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like, they just had this and Star Wars Outlaws, which was already announced. So yeah, I was confused on the new announcements. I don't seem to understand what's happening, but I think I'll save more about that at the end of this. Going through the whole videos. From there, of course, they announced Sparkling Zero, which was a great announcement. I can't believe I forgot about Sparkling Zero because that was one of the games I was certain will come to Nintendo Switch 2 because cell shaded art style fits really well, can be easily be scalable. They can really make some adjustments to background textures and whatnot to make the game run well enough on Nintendo Switch 1 and also run well on Switch 2. So they're showing gameplay footage of the Switch 2 version, which it looks good. May not be as good as the big boys, especially with the backgrounds. The backgrounds kind of look kind of lower res, but that's expected. Yeah, it looks good enough for Switch 2. Yeah, it may not be as good as the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, but it looks good enough. Character models look good enough, sharp. Yeah, I'm really impressed by the conversion here. So I think it's a good conversion, but of course the cell shader is easy to optimize and get it running well for Switch 2. So hopefully it runs at full 60 FPS and runs great as well. So that after that we had, what game do we have after Sparking Zero? We had, they announced, Plants vs Zombies, a remake of an older game. For those who find this interesting, I guess this is one of those games. I guess not a fan, not a huge fan, so I can't say much on this. Then of course I think EA had a lot of games in this direct, which I was expecting, but I was expecting to see Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order here because they already announced all these sports games were coming to Nintendo Switch too, so I wasn't really keen on these ones. I know they most likely be here because those are regular things that come out. But instead, we got Apex Legend on Switch 2, which was surprising to me. Then thinking about it, it makes sense that they will prioritize Apex Legends instead of Jedi Fallen Order, especially for Respawn. If you're Respawn, you have a new season of Apex Legends coming out. You want Switch 2 owners to be able to participate in the new season of Apex, and then maybe later you can now bring in Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor to the Switch 2. Yeah, I think it just makes a whole lot of sense. Um, makes a whole lot of sense to focus on that now and then bring those ones later. So I kind of understand why Apex Legend came before Jedi Fallen Order. I actually forgot that Apex Legend had a new season coming out. I'm not really a live service guy, so I don't really keep up with all those live service, things. So many games, so many live service. I can't keep up everyone that has a battle pass or new season, whatever. So for the fans, probably know that. But yeah, I didn't remember that they had the new season coming out. So probably why they will prioritize that instead of the Switch 2 version of Jedi Fallen Order and the other games. Now this is another interesting game coming out from Square Enix. A lot of people have been excited about this. Final Fantasy Tactics, I'm not really a huge fan of those games. Skip the name there. Yes, Final Fantasy is the Ivalice Chronicles. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. The direct just seems very, for me. I don't. If you're an RPG fan, you probably like this direct, but I'm not an JRPG fan, so I'm not really interested in all this. Like Persona, I like Persona series. I may get this third one. I haven't played this one yet. This is the one I have not touched at all. So I'll probably get this one in the future. Maybe not on Switch 2, most likely. But it looks good. It was a good conversion. Persona 3 Reload, good conversion. So yeah. And after this, we had Hyrule Warriors. Um, I I don't understand why they put Hyrule Warriors in the partner showcase. It just seems so weird to me because I know it's made by a partner. I know it's kind of co-published by the part by Techno Koei. I know they publish it in Japan partially, or Nintendo does the worldwide publishing, or there's a way they do this publishing splits for the games. So I kind of understand that it's Nintendo's game, but also not Nintendo's game because Tecmo Koei is kind of licensing the Zelda IP and then using it to publish the game in Japan and whatnot. But to me, it's a Zelda game. It's still a Zelda game. It's still your brand, one of your core brands. Like it shouldn't be pushed aside. Like, oh, it's a partner game. Like it's a Zelda game. It should be in your main direct. It shouldn't be here. It should just be in your main direct. The same way you won't put Tears of the Kingdom here. You won't put a Mario game here. You won't put Donkey Kong Bonanza game here. I don't think it matters that it's being made by someone else. It should be in your direct, using assets and graphics and everything from your main game, Tears of the Kingdom. So why is it here? Why is it here and not in your main direct like Tears of the Kingdom would be? Just it doesn't correlate with me. I don't like why the fact that they do that. And if I was Tecmo Koei, I would say don't separate the games in your direct. Put it in your direct. We don't want our game to be, or this game to be kept aside as a partner game. We license the IP because the Nintendo IP, we want it to be treated like a Nintendo game. Yeah, co-publishing, so let us treat us like a Nintendo game. Like I don't like the fact that they separate them. That's just my own take on it. It just feels like a spin-off game that is it's being done separately. So let's try and keep that separate from our own Nintendo made games. Which I understand. Do you want to have? Do you want Nintendo made games to have a certain brand? But no. Anyway, and Madden, yes, I think they spent too long on the Madden trailer. It's Madden. Those that like Madden will play Madden. I don't think they need to put too much explanation on Madden. Like it's Madden. Yeah, it's Madden coming to Nintendo Switch. You hooray for EA. This was, I think, one of the games people found interesting. It's about building, a campfire, starting a campfire, and just chilling by the fire, and then you build a fire, then you roast marshmallows. Like I don't really see the point of roasting virtual marshmallows in your home. Uh, like anyway, some people will love this. I don't see the point. I'm not. I like simulations, but this kind of simulation is not worth it to me. And then you have Zoltron heads floating around. Like why? You know. But I'm sure there are lots of people that will love and eat this kind of game up. Cozy game. Many people will love this game, and I'm sure it may sell well. But for me, it's not what's. I don't get it. So that's just me. My opinion. I don't get it. Yeah, I already talked about this Apex coming soon. They have a new season coming up as well. New season of the Battle Royale coming up very soon. So Nintendo's 2 digital version, August 5. Great. Yes, they didn't give a date for Hyrule Warriors, which was confusing as well. You separate it here, you do a trailer here, but still didn't give a date. I found that very annoying and confusing as well. Anyway, we had this game. Looks good. Hella, really cute. I'm eagerly interested in this game. If it comes to PS5, I might actually pick it up or give it a try. But it looks good. It looks quite interesting. This was one of my standouts for this direct. I love exploring worlds, so this is an interesting game. Now this kind of looked rough, and I'm concerned about this game. The reason why I'm concerned is we keep seeing trailers of cutscenes. Where's the gameplay? Like, we've not seen open world game. This is the second trailer now, and still no open world gameplay at all. Just show her on the bike, but you haven't seen her riding the bike and exploring the open world. And these cutscenes, some of them look rough. Like, I don't know. It just seems so confusing. The ship sections look good. Show her starting the bike, but we don't see her riding the bike and exploring the world. Like, yeah, I don't know. The cutscenes look kind of rough. I don't know. I'm concerned about the viability of third party ports on the Switch too when I see something like this. But we wait till the game comes out. It comes out in about a month's time. Not so long. So I'm sure we'll get hands on experience before then. And this was revealed recently. Chronos, interesting game. Won't talk too much about that. It's already been announced, so you can watch more information on it. Other avenues, but yeah, it's been announced previously. Coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. So yeah. So Chronos the New Dawn, yeah. Blooper team. Oh yeah, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2 also announced. Yakuza Kiwami has been announced previously, so they gave the date for Yakuza Kiwami in February 13 and announcement date for Kiwami 2 as well. November 13, yeah, both come on November 13, so that makes sense. Then let's go to the scissor reel. They just do a scissor reel and run off through some games. They're gonna just be talking while they go through their scissor reel. So the third party support here seems very baffling to me. I'm confused. Nothing too spectacular here. Dates are missing in places where you expect to see dates. The so many easy third party wins I thought would be here. A lot of PS4 ports I thought would be here. They just don't seem to be here. Now there's been rumors that the dev kits were not dev kits were not given to a lot of third party developers initially. There's also been suggestions that because many of the games that are coming out this year, next year, have already are reaching the final stage of development on the other platforms. So instead of bringing in Switch and delaying release for those ones, they rather focus on releasing those platforms and then go back and work on Nintendo Switch two versions of those games, which I understand. I kind of agree on, but I still feel that some things here are confusing. The first party support is it's kind of strange, and the third party support has been, would I say, okay-ish. Like they ended this direct by showing these two games by Square Enix, HD 2D games by Square Enix, Octopath, Octopath, Traveler Zero, and this one that's shown on screen here, Adventures of Elliot, which is a weird name, but all goes to Square Enix. I still feel that I think the HD 2D style is becoming a little bit too much. I think it's diluting the style, and I think Square Enix they should cut the style. I understand the style is a good style, but when you start putting in every single game, you see Live Alive, Dragon Quest, Octopath Traveler, so many games just have this style. It's becoming, I think, in my opinion, diluted, and I think they should cut back on using this style, or at least find different 2D styles for their different 2D games. I think using the same style back to back is just weird to me. Not really impressed right now by the lineup. Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales demo is out today. For those of you interested, you can check it out. But yeah, it was a very low ranking presentation for me. It was probably one of the worst presentations I've watched in a long while. And I've watched a lot of video game presentations and marketing presentations that I leave there and I was like, ugh. But I expected better from Nintendo. Nintendo usually does it quite well. They are usually quite good at holding this presentation. They are the OGs of it, so they know how it's done. They have probably good pacing, but this was like the first half it started off okay, then it went downhill quickly, and it just did not recover. And I'm confused as to why they decided these two games were what they want to end direct with. Like it would have made more sense to end it with Monster Race 2. It would have made more sense than these two games back to back. I really don't get it. But maybe it's just me once again, just my opinion. I hope those who have been playing the Switch 2 are enjoying their experience. I hope they are looking forward to getting more games in the system. But just to wrap up from there, Switch 2 is a successful console. It's gonna be successful. I think it will outsell the Switch 1. I just think I'm gonna have to dial down my third party expectations for the Switch 2 right now and just wait and see. I think I'll just wait and see. I think over time more third party games will come to Nintendo Switch 2. But I just need to, hold my expectations low till then. Not be too eager to see those games. I think I should just need to change my mindset that they will take time to come. So the PS4 games that can easily work on the Switch 2 will come. The PS5, PS6 ports that need to come will come. And the third party games that will launch day one alongside other platforms will come as well. it may just take a longer time to get to that position, as longer than expected. Maybe 2027 when we start to see those releases start to shift, probably then. And to wrap up, not to make this video too long, Xbox, Microsoft had their earning release a couple of days ago, and just to go through the highlights, once again, good results in terms from Microsoft gaming section. I think gaming revenue increased 10%. So I'm quoting from VicHood, published July 31st, GameIndustry.biz. So once again, the Q4 earnings reports, fiscal year, for the whole fiscal year, we can see that gaming grew 18% year over year. Sorry, Microsoft's, I think this is general Microsoft numbers, 76.4 billion, 18% year over year. Net income 24% year over year. Great net income. Microsoft is killing it. And personal computing, which is where Xbox is launched in, was 13.5 billion. So Xbox revenue is launched with is lumped sum with other things, so it's difficult to get the clear highlights of Xbox revenue at times. But based on comments from Satya Nadella, we know that Xbox gaming revenue grew 10% year over year. Content and service grew 13% year over year, and Game Pass did really well, driven by PC as well, and of course they had a successful publishing outlook on Microsoft, on Xbox and PlayStation as well. Though when you look at because there's a quote here, you can see it was reported that 6 of PlayStation's top best-selling games in Q2 were published by Microsoft. They go on to list the games here, but if you really think about it, if Microsoft didn't own Bethesda and Activision, except for maybe Forza, all these other games will probably be on the list if they released anyway. So it doesn't really make much of a difference. It just means that Microsoft is the one catching all this revenue alongside the Game Pass revenue that it takes. So yeah, it just makes sense. And milestones of Game Pass milestone, about it almost reaching 5 billion in revenue as well, was announced by Satya Nadella, which makes sense. It's good growth. I think they're about to reach their target, revenue target that they've set for 2026 or 2027, 5.5 billion by 2026. They are about to reach that target, which is good for them. Though it just also shows that the subscriber numbers are not too fantastic as well. It's another thing that this revenue kind of shows, and I worry about the problem. We don't know the profitability of Xbox, even with all these numbers. So I don't really understand how the cost of all the software, the cost of all the studios they have, the cost of everything factors into everything when you're just making 5 billion. Well, they're making 5 billion from Game Pass, maybe a couple of billions from selling on PlayStation and other places. Probably they're doing well enough. I believe now, since they are publishing on PlayStation, they're probably making a profit. I think that's most likely true. But I just don't really, this Game Pass metric without profitability is just a number, in my opinion. It's really just a number. But yeah, and yeah, they had layoffs, and they didn't really talk about that or address it, which is expected. But yeah, Microsoft is really doing well. It's really doing well, and I'm happy for them. And gaming seems to be doing some good revenue for them as well. So hopefully they keep growing. Looking forward to Sony and Nintendo's earnings as well. Hopefully do a video when two of them come out, so just do a video covering two of them at the same time instead of doing different videos as well. But yeah, that's it for me today. Look forward to another video I'm posting about Metacritic very soon. Thank you very much. This is 3Ps and Games.